Hello, everyone. I'm happy to have another young Indian with us, part of the Voice of the Young series. Right now, we have with us Aditya Anand. Let's listen to him. Over to you, Aditya.
Uh, Hey everyone, myself Aditya Anand, and I'm currently pursuing a Bachelor's of Business Management from Delhi Technical University. I belong to Bihar. So I did my intermediate from Bihar, from CBSE, and then I actually took a 2 year drop for NEET medical, and then I shifted my career because I couldn't make it through to a medical school. So I shifted my career to management. So, while I was growing up in Bihar, it was pretty hard, and I didn't get a lot of exposure and opportunities back there. So, it was a major shift when I shifted to Delhi for pursuing my graduation. So, I'll give a brief about my journey that how I went there and ended up in Delhi Technical University while doing bachelor's in business management. So, uh, when I was in 3, 4 class, I used to watch documentaries in Discovery, National Geographic, and documentaries about wildlife, documentaries about brain games, all these kind of stuff that regular, generally, people of students of my age don't watch. They used to watch cartoons. So that thing really shaped my mind, and I had, initially I had an interest of biology. So, and I was very good in biology. So I continued with this, and when I was in class ninth, I realized that yeah, I have really interest in biology, and I want to pursue PCB in 11th. So I was told by my parents, my seniors, everyone, that if you are going to pursue biology, so you have to be a doctor, you have to do medical. So that was all about biology. So biology basically meant neat doctor medical to them. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll go and give NEET and I'll be a doctor. And once there is a thing that happened with me when I was like in fifth or sixth grade. So my grandmother, I was very close to her. So she was suffering with liver cancer. So she was on in hospital, and she was telling my mom that uh, when my grandson will grow up and he will become a doctor and he'll treat me, and then I'll be fine and I'll be fit. So it really hit my mind back then, and I really thought that yeah, I have to pursue medical, and I have to become a doctor and treat my grandmother and fulfill a desire. So after 10th, uh, I knew that I had to do medical. So I was not a very laborious student back then. I was good in studies because I used to focus in class. Apart from that, my study hours were really zero, null. I never studies. I was all on my confidence or common sense. I used to give all my exams on basically 100% on common sense. So I was able to score quite better than average, but not very good. So my parents were always angry at me. They are from teaching background, so they expected me to have a very good score, like 95, 96 percentile. I was never being able to fulfill their demand. So while giving my 10th boards, I really didn't study it at all. And I scored very average marks. I scored 82% in my 10th. So my parents were not very happy with me, and even I was not happy with myself. I was really sad, and my mental health went down. And then and then my parents realized that yeah, his mental health has really went down. So they supported me, and then they helped me, and my friends also. All of them has helped me to overcome this mental downfall that I had after 10th. So I knew that I had to do medical, and I took BCB from a dummy school. Obviously, that's what all JE and NEET people do. So, but surprisingly, that COVID happened, and then lockdown, so all the schools were closed. So I was in my home for like 1 year, and it was pretty hectic, pretty exhausting for me because I am a very active guy. So I like to go out, talk with my friends, keep myself engaged in activities. So we used to have 6 7 hours of exhausting online lectures and then assignments and then tests. So it was very hectic, very tiring. So I couldn't really focus on my studies back then. But 1 year later, when the lockdown was removed and the schools were open, I went to my school. It was a boarding school actually, so there were no cell phones there. It was like a jail. Means from the environment I came from, I used to have all the facilities, phones, TV, Wi-Fi, and back there we I was given no phone, and I was allowed to talk only once in a week with my parents. So it was a very shift from that. So I was pretty motivated at the beginning that yeah, I want to pursue medical. So I was studying really good and I was doing good in academics. But then uh, the second phase of COVID happened when I was in my 12th. So during the second phase, all the rhythm that I got from studying, again all the rhythm was lost, and I was again stuck on those 6 7 hours lectures, waking up doing the same thing and sleeping and doing assignments and all. So it was not a good time for me. Again the second lockdown was over and the schools were open again. So I again came back to my boarding school, and again like previous I was doing pretty good. So and the one thing that fortunately or unfortunately we are the only batch that had to give two board exams, one in December and another one is May and June. So the first exam was MCQ based. So I did really good because I was already preparing for NEET, and it's also an MCQ based exam. So I did really good and I scored very good marks. My parents would also be happy with that marks. So after giving my first term one, I was really happy, but I didn't know that what's coming because the T2 term two that was going to happen in May and June, it was subjective. So I had no idea that how to write subjective answers. So I remember the first exam that I had of term two, it was chemistry exam on 7th May. So I went there and gave my exam, and it went really bad. And in term one, I was really good at chemistry. I scored 34 out of 35 in chemistry. And in term two, it went really, really bad. That my overall score was 75 in 100 in chemistry. So while coming from that exam center to my hostel, I was like very anxious, very depressed. I was laying down on my bus and watching outside of the window and thinking what is happening. I had all the bad thoughts that I had after class 10th result. So uh, when I came to hostel, my friends really cheered me up, and then again I was again involved in studies, and then I did quite good in my 12th. In the rest of the exams, I went really good, and I did not very good, but yeah, I scored 87 percentage in my 12th. So after that, uh, all the stress was over, and actually I was not seriously preparing for NEET at that time. So I give NEET 2022. It was like a trial attempt for me. Then my dad asked me, yeah, you should be dropping, and I already knew that yeah, I will be dropping for the next year for NEET. So I did dropped out, and I prepared for 1 year very thoroughly, but unfortunately I couldn't make it through. Uh, I make I was I couldn't clear any med school, but I cleared what that is called dental and private medicals also. So I was not really wanted to. I didn't really wanted to pursue dental. So my parents also asked me, and I really wanted to give another shot. So again I went took a year drop, and then while another drop after 6 7 months of studying, it was really I was really frustrated and tired of this thing. I then I started asking myself that if I want to do this or not. And then one random day, my best friend came up with an idea that we should start drop shipping. So me and him looked through the all the opportunities that was in drop shipping, and we found a supplier from Bangalore. So then we made a Shopify website, and then we made an Instagram account, a Facebook account, and then we started our drop shipping journey. So I learned digital marketing from there. I learned brand visibility from there. I learned a lot of things doing that. So we did that for 6 7 months. It was going really great, and then I suddenly I had to stop it for some reason. But it made me realize that I really have interest in this business thing. Uh, I really wanted to do this. I really wanted to have my own startup. I really want to do something of my own. So, but I didn't knew what I want to pursue in my graduation because the academic calendar was coming up. So I started looking for mentorship. So then my cousin, whose name is Sarvadaman Banerjee, she showed up to the picture, and he really guided me through all the domains that were there. I didn't really knew about anything at that time. I didn't knew about MBA. I didn't knew about IIMs, CAT exams. I didn't knew about anything, bachelor's. So when he introduced me to all the domains that were there, so I came to realize that yeah, I think that I'll be doing MBA, and then I can gain some years of industry experience, and then I can start my own venture. So then I decided that yeah, I want to do MBA, and I'll be doing my bachelor's from business management only. So then I sat for CUT exams, and then somehow I managed to reserve a seat at Delhi Technical University. It was really hectic because Delhi Technical University has 85% seat reserved for Delhi students, and I'm an outsider, so it was really hectic for me. But somehow I managed to reserve a seat at Delhi Technical University. So in the beginning, I was really uh, very nervous and shy because the first thing that was the accent problem, because we people in Bihar has a different kind of Hindi that we speak, and the people in Delhi, the northern part, they have a different type of Hindi that they speak. So I still remember my first day at my college. So we were given a task that we had to pitch a business pitch about a product that our professor was giving us. I really wanted to do that, and I had a lot of ideas to speak, but because of the accent problem, I didn't raise my hand, and a lot of people that whose ideas were not that good, they raised their hand and they really did good, and my professor praised them. So I felt really bad that time. But then my professor, I talked with my professor about this thing, and they really helped me out. They did give me mentorship that this is how I need to improve my communication skills. And looking forward to my second semester that I am right now. I am the first guy that raises his hands if anything shows up. uh, if any opportunity shows up, I am the guy that you'll see raising his hand. So I see this shift in my own self. So in college, I'm getting exposure that like never before, because in Bihar, you don't really have a lot of exposure. You don't really have a lot of things to do. And I come from a village. So there, you don't have a lot of things to talk about. You don't really have a lot of things to do. We didn't even have a cinema hall in my hometown. So it was that much of a big shift. So I've been asked by my peers, by my seniors, that I really should be taking part in society activities. So I took that too seriously, and I joined 8 societies. For to some people, it's really hectic that being a part of eight college clubs is really hectic. But yeah, I am able to manage all of the 8 clubs that I'm really a part of right now. But the only disadvantage that I'm facing right now is that I don't really have a lot of me time. I cannot spend on myself. I spend time on myself. I cannot uh, do my own thing that I used to do back then when I used to be free. I couldn't watch a I could not really watch a movie right now because I have a lot of good things going on. So all these things, and right now I'm basically doing article writing. I'm interested in consultancy. I am a part of DCG DCG consulting group, Delhi DTO consulting group DCG, and they are really helping me out with this consultancy thing. I'm also taking part in case competitions. I'm very new to all these things, but yeah, I'm learning. And one thing that if I show up every day and I keep doing the thing that I'm really interested in, eventually after some time I will be better at that. So I once read a quote somewhere that be comfortable to be uncomfortable. So it really hit me, and I have written down that quote on a sticky note, and I have stuck that on my wall. And when I woke up, I before starting my day, I read that and I go ahead with my day. So yeah, and I've been also doing some NGO work because I wanted that because I really did not did anything till my 12th. So I'm working as an educator in an NGO called Pehchan, and they are helping children, underprivileged children with their education. So I had to go on Saturdays and Sundays to teach those children. So I'm teaching three four children from 4 and 5 classes. They are really good, and it is helping me a lot in creating a perspective about how these underprivileged children are. Because if you don't give them the right amount of education that they need, they'll end up either they'll be a laborer or something, or they'll end up doing some crimes. So it's actually not their fault that they are being that, because they could not differentiate the difference between right and wrong. So all these perspectives that I have developed working in this NGO is quite good. I'm also I've also developed a thing that no one's really is wrong, because it's all about perspectives. So if you see from your perspective, you might be wrong. If you see from my perspective, I might be wrong, and I might be right. So this is the thing. It's all about perspective, and I'm exploring things right now. I'm also interested in geopolitics, so and politics also, and I am I this interest in geopolitics and politics has helped me a lot in critical thinking. And due to this critical thinking thing, I am starting to ask questions about everything. I don't believe in anything that anyone says, and I'm having a lot of arguments with my parents also due to that. That radical teenage kid who is asking questions about everything, their beliefs, their religious beliefs, everything. So, but they are really good. My dad actually, he has shaped my perspective a lot. I have been influenced by him a lot, because he's a he's a man that knows a lot of things, and he talks because he's a educator. So yeah, he knows things and philosophical things basically. So yeah, he has inspired me a lot. And my mother also, I'm really close to her, and living this far from her is being really hard on me, especially the food part. Uh, so I really miss home cooked food a lot. Yeah, that's all from my side that I'd like to speak.
How are the courses here? Are they what you thought they would be, or are they not what you thought they would be?
Actually, I thought that BBA course would be specifically to business management domain, But to my surprise, they also provide a data science minor. So it's really good for me because data science is, I wanted to do coding sidewise with my main BBA. But this data science is really helping me to do coding and all these stuffs, machine learning with my course. So this is really good. And apart from that, the course I am pursuing, they are really helping me out in developing a overall personality. We had a business communication in our first semester. In second semester, we have environmental and sustainability course as a subject. So I think that this is really good because I feel that data science and sustainability are the things that are the thing these are the things of future. So yeah, this is what I have expected, and I am getting better than that. So I'm
Okay.
really happy.
Well, that's good. How about the friends?
The initially I was not able to make friends because obviously the language problem that I mentioned earlier. But now, yeah, as exploring, I'm seeing that they are like no other from myself only. So I'm able to make a quite good friends that I think will sustain for a lifetime. They say that that the college friends that you made in first semester don't last long, but let's see what's for the future.
They say they don't last long. Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah, they say that they don't last long.
Okay. All right. Who's this they who said it?
My seniors, the all the third year and second year people,
Uh-huh.
they kept on saying it.
Okay. All right. Anyway. So, how do you see your future, if at all you think about it?
Uh, so I see my future that yeah, I'll be finishing my masters, and then I'll gain 2 3 years of industry experience, and then I really wanted to move to a tier three city and have a really lay back lifestyle, doing my own venture, doing my own thing. I'm really interested in agriculture, so and I have a good knowledge of it because of my biology domain that I pursued in class 12th. So yeah, this is how I'm looking at.
Okay. All
Mm,
right. Great. Uh, do you have anything else you want to add here?
no, not really.
Sort of
I'm actually pretty.
some
Yeah,
final.
yeah, yeah, sure.
So go ahead if you have something to add. Otherwise, we can. Do you think it's okay to end it here?
Yeah, we can end it here.
All right. Okay. Good. Thank you so
All
much,
right.
Aditya.
Th
It's always
Thank
good
you,
to
sir.
see people coming out from small town Bihar to Delhi and getting accustomed to it and getting into it. And hopefully, some of it will rub off on the people in Bihar also
Sure,
because
sure.
we need that. Okay. All right. Good. So thank you so much.
Sure,
Let's
sir.
say bye for now. I will be back with another young person or an expert. Till then, bye, everybody.